So there's been a lot of talk around how Angular could change the authoring, and a lot of the examples have gone either analog, which is inspired by Svelte, or around React and functional. So here I'm going to show you another way how Angular's authoring will change and could change without having a drastic change, which probably looks something closer to home like Ember.js, which is actually what I believe the Angular CLI was originally forked from, but drastically improved. So with that, let's start what we have at the moment. At the moment, we have these meta in the component, which is kind of a bit jank, but already standalone has been removed by default. Did you also know that this is actually valid Angular code? So you can actually take the template away from the decorator and store it in a variable and then reference the variable, and that will still actually compile just like normal. So next, another pain is the import. So let's change the import. So we don't need the double imports if we actually reference the import from the TypeScript directly into the template. So you can see the ng module and the ng module here. This way the compiler will know this belongs to here, and we can do it in the background, or Angular can do it in the background, unless the community wants to do this. But next, the selector. So we can actually just infer the selector name from the class and both do Pascal and hyphen case, whichever you want to call that. And now if you look at the template, this isn't actually that horrible. We're very close to having something nice, and this is actually okay, except from the tags. So Ember actually uses a fork version of SWC, which uses content tag, if I've got that correct, and that will actually convert this into JavaScript, so the rest of the compiler could understand it, which means that's great, because now we can take this and do the same thing we do in decorators and parse HTML, and that converts into the Ivy instructors. So that is one way we can do it, and that is very Ember.js style, but everything else is Angular. But we could also move it into the component decorator itself, saying this is the template for the component, or set a template property. Again, everything else changes, just where we put the template, or we just shove the template somewhere in the body. And again, we can extract this out straightforward. So looking at this, and from what we had originally, this is drastically changed from the first slide, which requires multiple lines, down to something so simple here. So we don't need to always think out the box when we come to authoring. I think Angular's probably got it back right, and everything's up for change from now and then. But let's not think about, oh, we need a drastic change because React is better to Svelte speller. What the actual conversation needs to be is, what don't we like about the Angular syntax and DX experience? What is the DNA of the Angular? So what shouldn't change? And what problem are we actually trying to solve? I think this could solve it, but again, I think everyone needs to decide. Until next time, catch you later.